Okay, Arissa, you claimed your spot. Yeah, nice. You got it. You got it. Let's continue. How are you doing, Arissa? The preparation for tomorrow's festival is moving right along at the Furude Shrine. Vans and pickup trucks are bringing in truck tents and equipment, and the village youth group and some middle-aged men are unloading them. Give me a second. Let me open this up here. My next, yeah, is this. Okay. Okay. Hello, Evil Slime. How are you doing as well? Vans and yeah, okay, in the village. Okay. Dude, this guy sounds like he's gonna collapse at any moment. Got new headphones, nice! That's great to hear. Let's hope they don't break soon again. How long did you have the other ones for?
はい、ちょっとタチの悪い風邪だったようですが、峠は越していると思います。
And a bike! That's amazing. Oh no, it was Surplus who broke his earphones. I don't think you broke yours. Yeah, never mind. Is it, what is it? Like, what type of bike is it? Is it one for, I don't think I had them for 2 to 3 years? Okay, okay. Yeah, what type of bike is it? Is it, like, is it like a mountain bike? Or like one of those road bikes? Or is it something in between? You know, like the thickness of tires? Which ones are they? Are they like the super thin ones, the super thick ones, or in between?
ただ、風は治り際が肝心です。本人たちにも、今日は治ったとはしゃがず、布団の中でおとなしくしているように注意してきたところです。
What color is it though? I forgot what it looked like. Okay, no worries. It's gray, nice. Are you a fan of the color gray? Is that Kimiyoshi? That doesn't sound like him.
本人はやると言って聞かないんです。
Not really, but it looks good on some things. Okay. Fair.
皆さんがや
Does it look good on your bike? Do you like the color of your bike?
喜んでやってしまうでしょう。ただ医者の立場としては
Yes, that's great then. You know what? The main thing is that you like it.
明日は大役をお休みさせてあげたいところです。
困ったね。
Did you see the merch I made? I did see it. I did see it. The bright yellow shirt is very funny. Like, what is it? Like, I can imagine just a bright yellow, like, not many people wear bright yellow shirts, but I guess that's the reason why I made yellow my my like color, right? Because not many people usually have yellow as their main color, I guess, which is kind of why I initially chose it.
おりょうさん、リカちゃまの具合ね、よくはなってきたけど、まだまだ安静なんだってよ。
そんな仕方ねえな。無理にやらせて、祭りの日に倒れられた日にゃ。またお社様のたたりだなんて言われちまうんよ。
いや、村のみんなも心配してるよ。また5年目のたたりもあるんじゃないかって言ってね。で、北条家の里子ちゃんとリカちゃんまだろ？物騒な想像してる連中もいるらしいんだよ。
アホらしい。リカちゃまはお社様の生まれ変わりよ。そのリカちゃまがたたりに会うときは、村が滅ぶときや。
Wow, okay, that is actually very close to what's real.
ねえこと言うんでね。
いやはや、
What
全くだよな。
what made you have that idea for merch, Evil Slime? Like where the entire, I guess, clothes or the entire shirt is yellow, and then there's my face on it. You know, like what made you? Because like the other ones did like a, just like an icon, right? But you made the entire face the shirt. I think it was an interesting take on
姫
it.
先生、二人を見舞うことはできんかいね。
しばらく遠慮してあげてください。
So Oreo does not know they're in
治
her
りかけで
house?
遊びたい盛りなんです。
I don't know, I might have 2 IQ. Is that a 2 IQ thing?
外部との接触があると興奮して、また床を抜け出そうとしてしまいますから。
そうかそうか。それなら無理できんな。入江先
Let
生、
me get
あの二人を頼むな。
Okay, I'm back.
リカちゃまだけじゃね。さとこちゃんも頼むな。
Hello, Diana. Really? That's surprising. Oreo-san always acts as if she doesn't see Satoko-chan, but she just asked me to take care of Satoko-chan too.
もちろん、リカさんも、
Hello,
もちろん
Hamburger.
さとこちゃんも、絶対に元気にしてみせ
How
ま
are
す
you
よ。
guys
お
doing?
任せください。
もし間違いがあったら、またお社様のたたりなんて言われちまう。な入江先生、昭和も50年にもなって、人類が月にまで行っちまうような時代にもなって。
Mur? What is that sound effect supposed to be?
アホ臭いとは思うんかいね。
思いますね。
Okay, what do you have here, Hamburger? Let me lower this music volume and open up this. Rolling down the street in my Katamari.
ダム戦争の頃は、確かにうちらは、それを煽ったし、利用もした。
I love this song so much. Okay, is it a recent song or a song that you've been listening to for a while now? It's a bit quiet, so I'm turning it up a bit.
でもな、ダム戦争は、とっくに終わっとるん。
I got gifted another sub. Nice. This song. No. I know it was made 14 years ago, but sometimes, you may not. Like, how long have you been, like, is it something that you've been listening for a while now? For a year or so, okay.
いつまでもたたられてばっかりでは、いつまでたっても。
さとこちゃんが死ぬと、ダム戦争のたたりだと言われるからですか？
What's the, who's the person you got gifted a sub to this time, Diana? Five to nuance? No, 5 to, okay. Yeah, who's this person? I don't really watch that much. Okay. Do they have a subathon going or something? Or you just got, just got gifted a sub?
村の子が風邪ひいたら、心配するのが年寄りの仕事だっちゅうだけやんね。
I already know what Oreo-san wants to say. I want her to actually say it. But if I made her, she might get angry. This is more than enough. When she talks about the dam conflict, she doesn't mean the war they waged against the construction itself. She's always including how the Hojo family was ostracized after it was over. She's saying that the dam conflict is over, including everything that happened as a result of it. And that's why she told me to take care of Satoko-chan.
さとこちゃんも、お見舞いの気持ちを汲み取ってくれると思いますよ。
あんないたずらぼんずに、年寄りの心なんざ、わらわら。
What is this the type of music that this artist makes, Hamburger? Or is this like a one-off type thing? Or is this like similar chiptune style music that this artist makes? Does Gacha game content every Friday? They've been doing Umi, and I'll only come back for that. Oh, okay. So basically, you're just like with every single Umineko streamer. Do you watch any Higurashi streamers or no? I have no idea. Okay. Oreo-san left laughing. I wasn't the only one watching her leave. Kimiyoshi-san and some other elders did the same. They all understood what Oryo-san wanted to say. They don't come by as much, okay. Also, I'm curious, what chapter of Higurashi are you on? I'm on chapter 8, the last, like, main chapter of the Higurashi franchise. So, after this, we'll just have one more, like, small, like, couple segments to do. Like, in a, like, our small chapter, basically, to do. And then we'll be done with Higurashi.
元気なさとこちゃんにも熱を出させるんだから。たちの悪い風だね。入江先生、二人をよろしく頼んます。面会謝絶だからしゃあないけど、二人に、年寄りがみんな心配してるから、はよ元気になると伝えてください。
ええ、二人ともきっと喜ぶと思います。
I vowed to myself. Akano-san is more than likely planning something for tomorrow, taking advantage of people's belief in the curse. Usually Pink Cube and them, they pull 100 or so viewers. Most Hager streamers end up being small. Okay. I mean, yeah, still decent size for Higurashi, I think. Do you know their main content, like how many viewers they pull usually? I can't let that happen. The curse of Oyashiro-sama will end before it can happen for a 5th time. I'm sure of that. Oishi couldn't accomplish the 48-hour operation alone. Oh, sorry, for Umineko. Yeah, sorry, my bad. How much did Pink Cube pull for Higurashi? Is mostly in the 10s tops. Really? So when Pink Cube streamed, he was at, like the 10s of viewers? Oishi couldn't accomplish the 48-hour operation alone. He would need help from someone else. Oishi called upon both Kumagai and the old man from forensics and told them everything.
重ねて申し上げますが、こいつはやばい橋になります。融資ならいいですがね、懲戒だったら退職金も吹っ飛びます。
Very cool song, Hamburger. Thank you. It reminds me of a song that I've heard before. I can't remember what, though. Is it like... No, I can't remember. It's been so long. But it does remind me of a song that I've heard before. Well, he was an exception. There's just not as many different people being drawn to it. Okay. Dynary. Oh, yes, you redeemed a YouTube video. Sorry, I forgot. Let me see. Hello? Why is my... Hello? Something's breaking here. Why is it doing this? Okay, I have to do from here, I guess. Nah, no worries, Amber. Okay. Oh, it's another, Impractical Jokers clip. Okay, let's see it. What is this? Okay. Wait, so is this an act? Wait a second. Isn't this woman from the exact same, thing from before that you sent yesterday? She looks the exact same. Like, she has the same necklace. I mean, if I'm remembering her properly, I feel like this is her exact same outfit as well. No? Okay. Okay. Wait, so... Wait. Okay. So, why... How did they even get onto this in the first place? Like, is this something that is being broadcasted live for people to watch? Okay. I guess, like, I would say like, oh, I don't think I would want to do this because I'd be so embarrassed, but you can't even hear what's being asked. Or like what they're replying with. So like, you don't even know what's going on. His biggest fear from AI is Canada. I feel like that is something many people could be afraid of. I mean, what is it? Didn't Donald Trump say he wanted to invade Canada? So maybe his biggest fear from AI is Canada as well. You never know. You never know.
なんだ大石お前やばい作戦の前にはいつも隣の雀荘に部下を集めてそう脅してるそうじゃないかいつもと変わらんのう
そうっすよおじさんいつものようにもっと元気に
W connection.
10数える間に出てってくださいってやってくださいよ
Listen. I know there's so much to be afraid of in Canada, like maple syrup and moose. Mooses? Is the plural of moose mooses or moose? I don't know. And like, I don't know what else. Meese. Yeah, so many meese around.
そうじゃないと調子狂うっす
いや
Wow, so many, there's so many meese around.
その家具は本当にあるんですか
試しに10数えてみればいいじゃないですか
Moosin. It's like how you have, like a murder of crows. You can have like a maple syrup of moose. Moosin. Something like that.
今日は俺が数えるっす退職金が惜しいやつは10数える間に退出してください1 2 3
ああ、わかりました、わかりました。
Based?
クマちゃんの覚悟は
Is that
よ
based?
くわかりました。いや、しかし、本当にいいんですね。
俺あの日赤坂さんの武勇伝を聞いてるうちに熱くなって
Wait,
きた
why
っす
would Kumagai be losing his pension? He's not even near, like, close to retirement. I can understand Oishi since, like, if he gets fired, right, he doesn't have a pension. Okay, but why Kumagai? Because he could still find another job somewhere else.
やはり刑事になったからには巨悪と戦
I
い
have
た
a
い
cursed fart technique. Really? So how do you go back? Like, what is this cursed fart technique? I want to hear it.
それに俺もやがては赤坂さんみたいに武勇伝を誇れる男になりたいんですよやばい橋上等じゃないっすかそれに大石さんの提案する作戦で俺たち一度も失敗したことないですだから俺その大石さんがいけると思って誘った作戦ならビビりませんよ
You have a domain expansion. When she farts, it expands. And that is her domain expansion. Yes.
若いというのはいいのこいつなあの日以来
And
赤坂君にだいぶ
the smell
感化されよ
of
って
it
の
expands far and wide, and the reach of it is her domain.
秘密捜査や
Domain expansion unlimited. Exactly.
息巻いとったんじゃ
Did I ask you, or did I ask the person with the cursed fart technique? She doesn't need to answer to someone who doesn't have a technique themselves, okay? I can answer as her #1 follower. And you do? Listen, I know all about the fart domain expansion, so you can ask me anything. What do you have here, Dianeo? You're a disappointment. Wait, so was he originally like not going to jump in to take the thumbs down and then someone just pushed him in? Okay. Okay. That is crazy. This is so wild. Oh, you know that lifeguard? This lifeguard probably saw the entire thing beforehand. He's like, "What are these guys doing?" And then it finally, because it's the same guy, right? This looks like the same guy here, but it looks like a different area. So I don't know. Helpo. He's drowning. Did he need help? Maybe he did. I mean, considering he had blind glasses on, he probably did.
いや若いっていいな。それでじいさまはどうします？
わしも乗るぞい。というか、そこまで言われたら、会社の研修がそいつらを
Why did the
しょっつけるか
forensic
どうかを
investigator
左右す
never
る
have
こ
a
とにも
name?
なるからの。
Like, he's shown up so many times. I feel like he should have a name. Tuno, is every person the same to you? I'm looking through. I'm looking at it. I was gonna comment on that. Yeah, probably. I'm sorry, but he looks the same. Look at this. Okay, there's this here. Okay. All right, look at him. And then look at him here. Like, look at this. It's not the same person. I watched like 6 seasons of Impractical Jokers in like a month. I got so burnt out. When did you watch this? I can imagine you getting burnt out.
そうそう。この老いぼれが長生きすることもないだろう。なら、男に生まれたからには最後くらいでかい花を咲かせたい。
やれやれ。
Like last year. Damn. What made you watch it? Watch so much of it. Who's my favorite JJK character? Man, I haven't watched JJK in forever, so I can't remember, like, all of them. As a man buzzword, of course. Let me look at JJK characters again. I think, what was her name? Wait, let me see if I could find her. I think it was, I liked Maki. Maki was cool. I also liked Nanami. I think those were the two that I could thought of. Yeah, I've only watched season 1, yeah. I've only watched season 1.
何言ってんすか、おいさん。男なら降りられない時がある。どうせ切るならど真ん中。
I got finished watching about an hour ago. Oh, okay, 0. What was zero?
ってのは、大石さんの口癖っすよ。
Oh yeah, by the way, Hamburger, I know you're not into any League stuff. Did you see? But I don't know if you might have seen this. Did you see the new character in League? He looks literally exactly like Locke. Or not. The new character Locke looks exactly like Nanami. This is what he looks like. I did not. This is what he looks like. Let me go back here. He does look like Nanami. Yeah. He looks exactly like him. And it's funny because he's like what is it? If you let me go back to here. You see this? He's like a nail and he's a demon hunter as well. Like his entire lore is about him being a demon hunter. It's really funny, the comparisons.
お二人の首、私が預からせてもらいます。
そうと決まれば、わしの方も少々準備がいる。今のメンツと機材じゃ、薬物系まで調べるのは難しいからな。急いで知り合いの鑑識の中から手の空いた連中を呼びつけるか。大石、全部終わった後はちょいとでかくおごってもらうぞい。
ええ。
So if JJK is zero, what you watch after season 1?
ですが、打ち明け
Is
る
that
相
like
手には
the best
くれ
way
ぐれ
to
も注意
go
してく
about
だ
it?
さいよ。署内にスパイ混じってるそうですから。
わかっとる。わしも伊達に人は見とらん。任せとけ。
よーし、燃えてきたっす。
Before JJK was released after season. I know. Okay, so but so what? You're supposed to watch it before then? Like the watch order they want you to watch is 0 and then season 1?
刑事魂、本気っすよ。
It had taken Oishi all night to come to a decision, but those two had decided immediately. He couldn't help but question himself. Oh yeah, Hamburger. I don't think
で
you.
は、私はこの
At least I
まま
don't.
ちょっと用事があ
I'd
る
say
ので
watch
出か
season
けま
1,
す。
then JJK, because season 2 has plot lines that won't make sense if you hadn't watched JJK 0. Okay, that makes sense.
くまちゃんはじいさまを送ってあげてください。
Yeah, Hamburger. I don't know if you've been here with Bogan before, but both of you guys are both Roblox JJK shenanigans enjoyers. If you really want to do it in order, you should do first 5 episodes of season 2, JJK 0, season 1, rest of season 2, then season 3. But I mean, what's the best watch order? I've barely been playing Roblox. Really? How come?
今日は非番なのにすいません
You
でし
just
た
been doing Dark Souls more? I knew you were playing Dark Souls, then you went to Hotline Miami? Oh, because bullshit updates? What are the bullshit updates?
何かま
And
わ
Dark Souls, yeah, okay.
久々に男の血がうずいてきよった。
Cinema JJK shenanigans.
これほど腕の鳴る大舞台。わしの人生でもこの年になって初めてじゃわい。ビビるどころか、ここは楽しませても
I'm
らう
actually
ぞ
playing the
い。
DLC of Dark Souls 1 as we speak. Oh, nice, okay. Does every, like, FromSoft game have, like, just one DLC? Or do other games have, like, more DLCs? Because I know, like, Elden Ring, right, got the Shadow of Erdtree. But I don't know, you know what. Okay, that's good that you like 0. I mean, I haven't watched it. So the only thing I've watched are the first couple episodes of season 2, right? The entire prequel section of season 2. That's all I've watched.
ありがとうございます。じいさま、くまちゃん。
I mean, other than season 1, of course. Or she thanked them after seeing them off, although they couldn't hear. Oh, yeah, season 2 starts with even more of a prequel than JJK 0. Okay. Or she stopped by a flower shop. He bought a bouquet of balloon flowers. Usually the purple ones are more popular. And Oishi was fond of that color too. Oh yeah, a new Chainsmoker Cat episode came out. Did you watch it? How was it? If you did. But today he didn't buy purple flowers. But got unusual white balloon flowers instead. With the bouquet in hand, he headed to the cemetery across from the flower shop. The date was June 8th. I've been seeing some clips of it, and it's kind of sad in a way. The fact that, like, not only are they, like, discriminated against more, but also that they can get more addicted to substances, like, way more than, you know, like, right, like, normal humans that are not, like, any beast people. It's really, so, like, the money that they do make from their, like, whatever minimum wage job, usually just all go back into, it's kind of messed up. Today was June 18th. The real anniversary would be tomorrow, but Oishi had to work on Watsunagashi every year. Are you gonna flex how you read the... No! I just said I've been seeing clips! I literally said I just been reading clips! When did this... What, are you gonna flex how you read the manga? No, where did that come from? Usually commemorated on the previous day instead. Whatever! You know what I mean! Actually, yes, reading clips, because every single clips has, like... or, like, all clips have, like, subtitles to them. So, yes, I've technically been reading clips. It was the day before the anniversary of the death of the old man. The one Oishi considered a best friend, a brother, and father.
毎年毎年、私は
Dude, whatever. You know,
おやっさんの右腕を見つけ出すと誓ってますが、さっぱり見つかってません。 ですが、ようやくおやっさんの死の真相に近づく機会を得ました。
Can I come back now? Okay, are we done? Are we done picking on me?
ただね、それが笑っちゃうんですよ。園崎家は関係ないって言うんです。私は毎年ここにお寮のばあさんを連れてきて土下座させてやるって誓ってきたのに。
I may misspeak, okay? But that doesn't mean
だったって言うんですよ。
that you guys have a right to be mean to me. Okay? Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. Okay? Do you want to be mean to someone like me? Why would you ever want that? Look at me. I very much do. Are you someone, Hamburger, to see a stray cat in the street and kick them? Is that the type of person you are? Because that's what you're doing right now, essentially. Toko, why? Tonko. Tonko. You're not a cat. That's not the point I'm trying to make. No, that's not the point I'm trying to make. Tonko. That doesn't change anything, okay? In fact, I would say Tonko is very derogatory towards uncles. As a whole, wouldn't you say that? Meow, by the way, I forgot to say that. I forget I need to do that now every time I turn into a cat.
また、おやっさんにげんこつをもらっちまいます。勝手に当たり牌を誤解してベタ折りしまくった挙句に。
Uncle's name too, no shirt. Okay, so that's not me then, because I'm not an uncle. Like, you know, like it's just not true.
でっかい手がちゃんとできてたかもしれないのにです。私は全然進歩してません。魔女も相変わらずですよ。こんな一度思い込んだら
Right, I have no unk qualities in any shape or form. Okay, so I cannot be an uncle. There you go. Or she already had a vague idea. The way Edie had phrased it, he could already guess. There was no dark secret behind the old man's dismemberment murder. The events that followed were separate incidents. The particular murder was an individual incident, and it had nothing to do with anything else. Since the main culprit was the only one who wasn't caught, Oishi needed someone to blame, and the mysterious Sonozaki family was the perfect target. Mate, we're in our mid-20s, it's apparently unk status. Listen, I'm not 25 yet, and so I am technically not in the middle, and so I cannot be called an unk. I rest my case. The drama of revenge that Oishi believed in never existed. Whoa! Why is Oishi's face so rectangular in this picture? It's like I could literally draw like, look at this. Boom, boom, boom. The most chiseled jawline I've ever seen. And then it leads to the biggest forehead ever. And then it goes straight across like that. What is the SpongeBob? Yeah. So, yeah, but the new 30 is 28, so the new 25 got pushed to 20. You've been mid-20s for a while now? It's crazy that the life expectancy increased, but unk status went down. Like, how is this possible? Like, wouldn't you expect the average to increase as well? But no, it just doesn't. It's crazy that people call Oishi the fat old man when this is his jawline.
ですが、なんだかやっと 私は自
You
分
know, he
手
just
跡を
violated a living
許してや
cigarette.
れそうな気がします。
Is she proud of that? Or is she bowed deeply to the grave? To account for the increase of old people. Just because there's an increase of old people doesn't mean that. In fact, I should be called Unc less then. If there's an increase in old people, there's more old people to go around. Unks has to be pushed down for equilibrium. Is that how that works? Or is she bowed deeply to the grave? Oh yeah, Bogan, did you see the short that included you in it? I don't know if you saw it. And then he heard footsteps behind him. Had to be someone else who knew the old man. The person can't come on the day of Watsunagashi every year, so they come on the day before, just like Oishi does. Yeah, it's Unquilibrium. Is that a term? Yeah? Unquilibrium? That's like it's like the great laws of the universe. Like Newton's laws. Like I don't know what else there are, like quantum laws, right? And then there's like just go on my YouTube channel and then you can just look at the newest short. They always bring blue hydrangeas. Purple balloon flowers, and those blue flowers don't go well together. That's the reason why Oishi always picks white ones. Usually the hydrangeas are always there by the time he arrives, but as Oishi had the secret meeting with Kumagai early this morning, he came straight to the graveyard afterwards and arrived before this person did. Visiting a grave isn't a race. It's a spiritual matter. Oishi was curious about the other person who brings flowers every year, so he looked up.
これは。皆さんもどなたかのお墓参りですかな?
Oishi stated the obvious, but from one glance he could guess everything. Upon seeing the hydrangeas in her arms, it all made sense.
おやおや、あんた、勤務中じゃないのかい？悪いお人だね、まったく。
Akane Sonozaki laughed as she handed a bouquet of hydrangeas to her daughter Shion. Shion, not knowing what to do, was caught between her mother and Oishi.
ほら、いつまでもお墓の
We're
前
like
で
the
突っ立ってん
gray
じゃない
hairs
よ
of the universe, but yeah. But dude, I thought unks don't have gray hairs. You know, like they're... If you're 23, I don't think you have gray hairs yet.
そこをどき。
Oishi moved over it and as told and spoke.
まさか、あんたが毎年おや
It's
っ
a
さんにあ
great
じさいを
short. I'm glad you
綺麗
like
だ
it.
ろ
I didn't think you'd show the picture. Well, as long as I don't show anything too bad, people can make their assumptions all they want.
やっぱり6月はアジサイさね。あんたの気境も珍しいね。白いのもあるのかい？それも涼しそうで良さげだよ。
ああ、大石のおじさま、お花いけますんでお邪魔します。
Why does she have like a bento box here? Shion knelt down in front of the grave and got the flowers ready. She put the hydrangeas in the vase alongside the balloon flowers. Which one? Maybe it's like a choice. Because like the red one, you usually like has a lock on it, right? And then you have to unlock it to get the hot water to come out. So maybe it's like you have to unlock the red one, and then like that's when it comes out of that one. The best quote I've heard is, if I had $1 every time someone said I had a gambling problem, I'd probably go gamble away the $1. I was trying to think of something that, like, because I feel like you could definitely use that in some different way, but I couldn't think of anything. But I feel like there's something more you could work with there. I don't know. Type shit. True, Boga. Yeah, type shit indeed. The flowers look beautiful in the vase together, reminding their onlookers that summer was about to start.
空前にしちゃいい取り合わせじゃないかい。
Oh, never mind.
白に青によく引き立て合ってるよ。
毎年私が来るとアジサイがありましたからね。青い花じゃ相性が悪いと思いまして。
なんだ、なら私たち相性はバッチリじゃないかい。
そうですね。
どうしたんです？レントゲンに妙なもんでも映ってたんですか？なんか今日は嫌に神妙で気持ち悪いですね。
There's Akane. What do you think that might be it, since you've been good to us? I'll bring some hydrangeas to your grave too, don't
あ
worry.
とうちの組の店にツケが残ってるだろう。そいつの請求書を備えに来てやるよ。
やれやれ。親子揃って口の減らない一家です。
So why is Shion with Akane? Because I thought she lived, like, by herself.
あいにく、まだ当分お迎えは来ないみたいです。定年までもうラストスパートですが、まだまだ行きますよ。
なら結構。沖宮の一市民としては公僕の頼もしい一言で安心だね。
Their conversation should have been coded in social courtesies, yet something felt a little off about it.
しかし、一つ教えちゃくれませんかね。死守同盟と現場監督のおやすさんは犬猿の仲だったはずでしょう。その二人がどうして花を備えてくれるんです？
そりゃ犬猿さね。私たちは敵同士。
Right, Shion?
そうです。こんにゃろうはとにかくムカつくじじいでしたからね。噛みついてやったし、溝落ちに肘をくれてやったし、あと車のボディを10円玉で削ってやったり。
Shion, the statute of limitations isn't up yet. Shion stuck out her tongue and hid behind her mother in
それ
embarrassment.
だけ仲の悪かったシオンさんまでがどんな経緯でここへ墓参りに来てるんですか？
てか、
Check
ダム
DMs.
戦争はもう終わりましたし。
What is this? Is this a thing? Is this really in Mion's thoughts always? I mean, to be honest though, it is pretty accurate. It feels like the others all have their issues and Mion's kind of like going about life pretty good. Of course she has her own issues as well, but I guess she just is able to look on the bright side always.
まあその敵とはいえ。
Remember
いろいろ
early
シャレになら
chapters?
ない
No,
こと
true.
もし
Yeah.
ましたしね。
No, I do remember that.
なんだい、納得いかないのかい？終わった戦争さね。
But is that really the thing that's like taking up a lot of her thoughts?
ラグビーだって終わったらノーサイド。敵味方なしなんだろ？
Maybe. I guess we don't know really what Mion has.
そういうことさ。
Akane said it as though it was a normal thing, but Oishi just couldn't understand. First of all, they hated each other. They hated each other, they spat at each other. How could they feel like bringing flowers to his gravesite? However, Akane said that it was normal. Their moral standards weren't matching up.
私にはあんたの方が理解できないね。私の中ではダム戦争は終わったことになってんだけど、あんたの頭の中ではまだ続いてるってのかい？
まさかちゃんと終わってますよ。あの騒々しいスピーカーが未だ頭の中から鳴りやまないなんて冗談じゃないです。
なら園崎家が墓参りしてもおかしいことはないだろ？ほら、どきなどきな。私もお供えを持ってきたんだから。
Akane took out a small package from her bag and put it down in front of the grave.
その包み毎年見かけてましたが、中身は何なんです？
鬼ババ特製のおはぎです。酒飲みは甘いのは苦手だろうからって砂糖抜きだそうですが。
お寮のばあさんがダム監督の命日のためにおはぎを握ったとおっしゃるんですか？
毎年握って備えてるよ。あんた毎年見てるって今言ったでしょうが。
Oishi was stunned. Oreo was the biggest hardliner in the Onigafuchi Guardians, no question about that. Oishi had believed for a long time that she was the mastermind behind the old man's murder. Because of that, he just couldn't believe that she had been making ohagi every year for his anniversary.
そんな顔しなさんな。もうさ、そういうのはおしまいにしようじゃないかい。
そういうのとは。
園崎家がダムの監督の墓前に花を供えちゃいけないとか、そういうのさ。もう昭和も60年になろってんだ。下手すりゃ数年もしないうちに元号も変わるかもしれない。そんな時代にまであんたは終わっちまった戦争をずるずる引きずりたいってのかい？
ご冗談を。もうあんな戦争はごめんです。平和が一番ですよ。
国にも悪いところがあった。反省が必要だね。でも私たちにも悪いところがあった。だから私たちは反省するよ。そしてそれはそれでおしまいになったなら あとはいつまでもグダグダ言ってても仕方ないだろ。古い時代を片付けて新しい時代を作るのが若者の仕事さね。不幸な事件があってこの御人は死んじまったけど、もし生きてたなら私は一緒に酒を飲んで全部水に流したいと思ったさ。でも死んじまった。だからこの御人とはもう仲直りできない。悲しいことさ。
それが死別というもんですからね。
でもあんたは生きているじゃないかい。
そうですね。私は生きてます。あんたらも生きてます。な
らあんたともいつか仲良くできる日も来るかもしれないね。
さーてどうでしょうね。
こいつを住職さんに。その後は表に車を回してきておくれ。
Akane took out an envelope from her pocket and gave it to Shion. Shion took the envelope, bowed to Oishi, and then ran off.
ダム戦争の時は小生意気なお嬢さんだと思ってましたが、いつの間にか成長されたもんです。
ダム戦争から何年経ってると思ってんだい。いつまでも戦争状態じゃ心も
Why
体
they
も
not
持たな
say
いよ。
this? I feel like this is something they would normally
それだけの時
say.
間が経ってるんだ。
それだけの時間が経ったんですね。時間は若者ほど濃密で、年寄りほど希薄になる。
変わらないのは年寄りだけさ。でも時代と若者は絶えず成長してる。
You know, it's crazy to think that if Oishi just ever came earlier, any
私たちを追い抜
time
いていっちまうのさ。
during the, like any time during the past 3 years, he would have seen them placing the flowers.
で、私たちは隠居して若者を見守るのさ。
おつなもんですな。あの獅子骨の鬼姫、園崎茜にいつの間にか説教をされるようになったんですから。
嫌だね、そんな通りな。今じゃ獅子骨のレディーで通ってるんだよ。そいつは内緒にしてくれるとありがたいね。
ダム戦争も終わったんですしね。
そうさ、もう終わったことなのさ。
The two of them watched Shion and the priest exchange words in front of the main temple building. Both were silent, but the air between them was comforting. There's no breeze, and a cabbage-white butterfly flittered around them.
勤務中だろうけどさ、どうだい一つひんやり練習でも行かないかい？
今日は遠慮しましょう。私も車ですし、あなたも車じゃないんですか？
そりゃ残念だね。またの機会にしようかい。
そうですな。またの機会にしましょう。
Something that had been sitting inside Oishi for a long time had started to dissipate. Something that had coagulated was melting
そ
away.
ろそろ戻ります。あなたもお嬢さんを待たせているでしょう。
そうさね。あんたとはいろいろあった気がするけどさ、これで一度パーッとチャラにしちゃいたいね。
そのあたりの生産会はまた後日に改めてやりましょう。いずれきっと。
Akane turned around with a big smile on her face, but all of a sudden it changed into an impish grin.
それでね、大石の旦那。
Boing!
私たちのわだかまりがパーッとなくなったところでさ。昨日反則切符もらっちゃったんだけど、むしゃくしゃしてパーッと破り捨てちゃってさ。これもパーッとなかったことにできないかね。
ああ、そいつは最寄りの警察署へどうぞ。私に声をかけてくれりゃ順番待ちを優遇するくらいはしますよ。
チェ、サービスの悪い人だよ。
Their laughter echoed under the blue sky. Okay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But like it hit evening time, though.
お待たせしましたわ、野村さん。いえいえ、失礼しました。
Okay, nighttime. At the moment, I'm talking to a woman over the phone.
その後のお加減はいかがですか？
This should be the last. Like, yeah. So I was looking at the achievements. So this should be the last segment before the big one.
ええ、晩、明日が祭りになりますわ。
そうですか。それは良かったです。
明日の夜、富武兄は 哀れな事故にすべて廃棄したはずの H173 が投与された痕跡を残し、どういう形であれ哀れな最後を遂げるでしょう。
それはとても楽しそうな幕開けです。こちらではすでに議事録の捏造が終了しています。入江二佐が研究継続を求めて他国に研究を売り渡そうとして独走し始める痕跡です。
Lieutenant Colonel Irie was trying to sell your research to foreign countries that he can continue it.
富武殺しはそれに組み込まれる。
そうです。理事会に対し入江機関への疑問を抱かせる最初の布石になります。そのあたりの工作はすべてこちらが受け持ちますので、どうかお任せください。
それからその例の件ですが、もしもの時はいかがしましょうか。
If what happens? Oh, if Rika dies?
いえ、その富武兄が買収に応じた場合です。
富武任意の買収は作戦には含まれていないのではありませんでしたか。
いえ、だって彼は理事会の監査役です。もしこっちの味方になってくれれば、いろいろ利
Oh,
用
she
できるこ
wanted
とも多いかと。
to, save Tomitake.
こちらの分析では、今回の作戦に富武任意が願えて
Or she at least,
リスクの割
maybe
に得
not
るものはあり
wanted
ま
to,
せん。
but she was maybe she did want to.
作戦に不安要素をわざわざ加味する必要はないのではありませんか。
おっしゃる通りですわね。失礼しました。何かに使えるかと思ったもので提案しただけです。当初の予定通りに行きます。
それがよろしいでしょう。それではまた連絡します。失礼します。
Okay, so we're gonna see what or who Nomura is. For a while I kept holding the telephone receiver, lost in thought. Then I put it down and dialed a number that I'd become very familiar with.
はい、エコノミーホテル沖宮でございます。
406号室、富武をお願いします。高野とお伝えください。
はい、今お取り次ぎしますので少々お待ちください。
The telephone operator put me on hold, leaving behind only electronic music. I waited for about a minute and the operator came back on
申
again.
し訳ございません。406号室のお客様はただいま外出中でございます。お電話があった旨ご伝言いたしましょうか。
もう何度も伝言を頼んでるから結構です。富武さんはいつ外出したかわかりますか？いつ頃戻るかわかりますか？
申し訳ございません。それにつきましてはお答え。
わかりました。またかけます。
I put down the phone before the operator finished speaking. This is the third time I've tried calling him. I left a message telling him to call me back, but he hasn't. Why? Is he out taking photographs by himself? Or is he waiting for me behind the shrine where we usually meet? I would think I would actually come all this way here, expecting him to be waiting for me. I'm even surprised myself. People are in the middle of setting up tomorrow's festival. Tents are being put up for food stalls, and preparations for various events are taking place. It's almost too noisy for me. What with people shouting as they work, plus the noise from the batteries for the stalls. Soon I reached the back of the shrine, before realizing it. This is probably the best view in the whole village. This is where Jiro-san and I usually meet. Just maybe he's waiting for me here. Of course, that's just wishful thinking. God will never grant my wishes. He only has a bit of fun by testing me. I look down at the village below, letting the breeze blow through my hair. He usually follows me around while he stays in Hinamizawa. He persistently asks if I want to go out to eat, go for a walk, or take some photographs with him. But he hasn't done any of that this visit. His behavior towards me has changed. Maybe it's because he heard about the horrible impression I left with the new board of directors. Maybe he thinks I'm a mad scientist because of that incident. I can feel that he's gradually losing interest in me. I had my own complaints too. When I don't want him around, he's so persistent. When I need him to listen to me, I can't get a hold of him. But if I did get through to him, what would I even talk about? What could I talk to him about? Right after talking to someone about the plan to assassinate him. Why should he even answer my call? I'm simply running wildly, and when I reach the point of no return, I want to be forgiven. And I want him to do that for me. Just because he always does whatever I want him to do, and he shows up whenever I need him, Who would forgive someone like me? Someone who has nowhere to go but hell. Would he forgive me? Out of sympathy? No way. Well, he'll be surprised. He'll do his job and arrest me. I'm a member of the SDF after all, so what I'm doing is committing treason. I've been thinking about him a lot for the past few days, and just now I realized something. He's not attractive at all as a man. He has no sense of humor or good taste. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, he has a belly. There's nothing appealing about him. He doesn't care about my schedule. He's persistent, and when I treat him nicely because I'm in a good mood, he becomes even more persistent. I know, as a man. Yeah. I didn't comment on it because I feel like it's a bit more of a serious scene. I don't know. What type of scene is this? Serious? Emotional? Something else, I feel. But yeah. There really is absolutely nothing good about him. Despite his age. This is the first time I think we've ever seen Takano regretting her actions. She's never done this before in her entire life. Despite his age, she tells me things. Like, even when she was wallowing in her sorrow, she didn't blame herself. She blamed everyone else around her. This is the first time she's regretting her actions. Despite his age, he tells me things about how last time he held a woman's hand when he did folk dancing at some summer camp. Furthermore, he says the things to make me laugh. He's hopeless. What is this, Bogan? Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, juicy. Okay. This is crazy. This is crazy, Bogan. Oh my gosh. Furthermore, he says those things to make me laugh. He's hopeless. More than anything, I can't stand when he completely ignores my feelings. How was the game today, by the way? I didn't see it. The world needs to know. I know so many people have been talking about it recently. I want to be alone sometimes. I don't want to do anything sometimes, yet he drags me out completely. Or drags me out, completely ignoring how I feel. That's why even when I'm exhausted or I don't feel like doing anything, I end up going with him, which makes me laugh. I always thought that just wore me out, yet I want him to drag me around. I'll probably never feel this way again, and yet he's not here. Do I really believe I don't want to spend time with him? Maybe I've just grown used to his abundant affection. When he took me out on a day I didn't want to do anything, I was in a bad mood at first, but after a while, I started to feel better and found myself having a lot of fun. If he was with me now, would he take me out to photograph birds like always? Would he happily explain it all with his know-how, even though I didn't ask? France eviscerated Morocco, Spain versus Belgium tomorrow. Okay. We're getting down to the top teams, I guess. We'll be rooting for the big Belgium. Yes, I agree. I think that's the team that I would want to root for as well. That's honestly what I want right now. Do I see my grandpa in him? I love my grandpa. He gave me a purpose to live. I needed him. I loved Uncle Koizumi. He helped me with my dream. I needed him. After both of them died, maybe I saw their aspects in him. Am I starving for a protector? Maybe I'm so traumatized by my parents' accident that I need to have someone nearby to watch over me all the same time. Maybe I'm still immature. My inner child is throwing a fit because she can't put together a toy, saying that if it's going to be broken anyway, she's going to break it herself. It won't be just my problem. It'll bring about huge, huge irreversible tragedy. That's the only way to prove the truth of my grandfather's work. That belief allowed me to prepare up to this point. In just a few days, the top members of the government will be scrutinizing my grandfather's article. And terrified by the worst-case scenario he predicted, they regret canceling our research and neglecting countermeasures as they pass their final resolution. That's when my grandfather's article will become truth. His great work uplifted, and his name carved into the pages of history. And then, he'll become a god. An eternal existence. Bogan, who are you hoping to win the whole thing? At this current point in time. And I'll reveal the god worshipped as Oyashiro-sama to be the Hinamizawa syndrome, casting them down to earth. I'm gonna complete the 5th curse of Oyashiro-sama with Jiro-san's death, as well as my own. I'll become the one who curses, not the one who is cursed. I'll be in the position to test instead of being tested. I will ascend to godhood. I'm gonna make the curse a reality. I'm gonna kick the god of this place off her throne. And then, grandfather and I will be together forever. Gods don't get tested. Fate doesn't test gods. No grief will separate us. I'll be with my grandpa forever. After that, we're gonna work on our research together in that study. It's coming home, lad! I see. Okay, fair. Filled with the smell of formalin. A scene for happier days. Grandpa's at his desk writing down something. I'm in a good mood, lying on my stomach on the carpet right behind him, while flapping my legs and humming a tune. I help him with his research by organizing his books as if I was playing with blocks. To return to these times is my only wish. Of course, if I could go back that far, I'd want my parents to be alive too. I could play with my grandpa's books, while listening to my mother cooking in the kitchen and father flipping through his newspaper. That would complete my happy world. It would be my ideal childhood. That world doesn't have a door to the outside world. So I can't go over to my friend's house, because if I did go to my friend's house, there wouldn't be anybody there when I returned. Nobody. Nobody. Because they'd all have died in a train accident. So I don't want an outside world. I want to stay in my house with my parents and my grandfather. I am a doctor, after all. I can analyze myself. I know that's what I'm wishing for is proof of my immaturity, but if I know that much, then why do I still long for a parental figure in Jiro-san? Even as I plan an operation which includes his death, I'm still trying to hang on to him. If I'm gonna betray people so I can become a god, then I should remain a villain until my final moments. But I'd rather be a lonely little girl, then I should remain modest and humble until my final moments. Either way, if it's my way of life, nobody can criticize me for it. Because if I believe it is right, then all I can do is go on without listening to such criticism. But I still can't decide. I want somebody to criticize me. Nobody has ever criticized my way of life. That's why I want to hear someone do it. I want someone to tell me my way of life is wrong. I want Jiro-san to tell me I've been doing such a stupid thing, and I want him to slap me. Such masochistic desires. Speak a great deal as to how I'm rejecting my present self. Am I really still longing for a parent? I'm too old to call myself immature. Even if I do, nobody else will. No matter how immature I am inside, people will treat me as a grown person. They will say I possess an adult's responsibility and proper judgment, and that they've brought me this far already. Then I'll be judged before the devil. Will I still plead not to judge my immature self as a grown-up? Am I going to act that pathetically, even in front of the devil? I'm already going to hell, yet I can't completely become a devil. I hate the idea of hell, yet I refuse to try and repent. My mind can only float in a lake of blood, drifting as I drown. If only Jiro-san was here. My mind would clear up as I played along with his insensitive chatter. Why isn't he around when I need him the most? This is the last chance I'll have to spend time with him. I hate how immature I am, becoming so insecure just because he isn't around. I found myself before the offertory box. I came here when the Idia Clinic's construction had ended, and the research at the Idia Institute was about to begin. I remember how bravely I challenged the god of this place. I was full of hope and ambition. After going through many hardships, I finally came this far, and even vowed I would become a god. I did so in front of the god of this place. I can vaguely recall my grandfather telling me a story similar to that. That's right. It was the story of the Tower of Babel. Babel? When there was only one language in this world, All people lived in one place with one will. In a display of their authority, they started to build a tower that would reach heaven. God got angry because these people had forgotten how to show respect to him. He believed all of man gathered to commit such an affront because they all shared one language and one will. Their communication was shattered. People were thrown into disorder, and they were given many different languages so they wouldn't be able to communicate with each other. They couldn't communicate with each other, and he left, and the tower which challenged heaven fell to ruin. Something like that, anyway. I'm not sure what the lesson is, but this is what my grandfather explained to me. Building a tower that reaches up to heaven is the greatest challenge for humans, but it is also a challenge to God. To challenge God was truly sinful. As humans, we couldn't help but test that untrodden peak. It's not easy to build a tower that's high enough to reach heaven. While they're building the tower, people will fall into disharmony and lose the mutual understanding they once started with. Their united wills thrown into disarray. This applies not to a group of people, but can be said about one person as well. No matter how solid their will is, the closer they come to heaven, the more limits God imposes on man. So even iron wills are sure to waver at some point. It's just too arrogant for humans to think that they also carry out their original intentions. That must have been what my grandfather was thinking deep down. I'm sure he's lost hope many times, since nobody ever recognized the value of his research. Yet he believed in himself, and believed that someday his work would be appreciated. Maybe that was his wish rather than reaching heaven. Grandfather realized he wouldn't be able to complete his research, and maybe he was trying to find where he could compromise. Humans can't build a tower that reaches heaven. The story of the Tower of Babel is still around. It didn't reach heaven, but we can still tell the story of the tower that challenged God. According to the story, the tower was left behind with nobody to work on it. The incomplete tower stayed in that place for a long time, never achieving its goal. But if someone were to see it, they would realize how great it was that someone accepted that challenge and praised their name. I took over the tower from my grandfather and tried to make it reach heaven, but I ended up succumbing to the same fate. And if it's going to be destroyed anyway, I will try to destroy it myself. What am I doing? Anyway. If I hadn't tried to continue grandfather's research, his work on Hinamizuwa syndrome would have remained forever. Even if it was an empty tower that nobody ever visited, if somebody did come by, they would praise whoever attempted that challenge. They would have praised my grandfather. But I took over his work, and I built the tower even closer to heaven, which made God angry. And the tower is now going to be destroyed. The tower will become a pile of rubble. When the Ida Institute is shut down, all of its records will be destroyed. My grandfather's wish for his work to be appreciated by someone will never be granted. I tried to make my grandfather an eternal existence, yet I ended up making that an impossibility. How can I solve it myself? Mio Takano. Instead of inheriting the 1, 2, 3 from my grandfather and continuing to count to 3, 4, I reduced it all to 0. If it wasn't for me, my grandfather's work would have remained in an empty tower. It would have stayed in this world forever. But I ruined it. I did that. I feel myself sweating. The sweat reminds me that I've done something inexorable. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh my gosh! When did I make a mistake? Where did I go wrong? It wasn't when I came here. It was before that. I started to walk down the wrong path long before that. If I put myself in my grandfather's spot, I know. My grandfather was working on a great challenge. He built a mighty tower, and was supposed to continue to stand there and wait for someone to appreciate it. Thank you, Bogan. Grandfather definitely said he wanted his work to be valued by someone, even after his death. But I misunderstood. Somewhere along the way, I made a wrong turn. Misinterpreted grandfather's wish and ruined it. I ruined everything. I tried to make him an eternal existence, yet I destroyed him. Grandfather built an eternal tower, yet I erased it. Where did I make a mistake? What went wrong? It's obvious. My grandfather counted to 3, and with that it was complete. I simply tried to do more with addition, and everything collapsed, and now all of it is ruined. I shouldn't have tried to count to 4. I shouldn't have done anything. Besides, grandfather didn't even ask me to continue his research. A little girl shouldn't play in this dark study. Go outside and play with your friends. I remember my grandfather telling me things like that, but I refused, and I stayed in the study so I could help him. And eventually, he stopped telling me to play outside, and I just enjoyed having my company while he worked. But when we first met, He used to say things like that. Then what? Living with Grandpa was the first mistake I made? Then what? When I escaped the orphanage, I shouldn't have called Grandpa? I should have found a 10-yen coin? I shouldn't have asked Grandpa to help me? Ah, now I remember. I know where I belong. A noise of something metal striking something else is getting closer. It's getting closer and closer. I'm not allowed to fall asleep. I wasn't asleep, I just had my eyes closed. That's all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Damn you! Come on, damn it! Don't kick. Don't kick. I'm afraid of the metal sound. Please don't kick it. I'm not being kicked, but the noise is kicking me. So please don't kick. Please don't kick the metal fence. Please. My body's getting cracked. I think my body's getting cracked. All the dirty, itchy, and painful things soak into those cracks, and the filth and prickling feel horrible. It's soaking into my chest, gathering together. I desperately try to resist so that it won't touch my heart. But the dirtiness and itching draw together more and more. My whole chest is soaked, and soon my face will be swallowed. Even drowning in this dirtiness and itching, I try desperately to hold my breath so that at least my heart won't be soaked with it. Damn it! I can't hold my breath any longer. I drown in an ocean of muck. And yet as I'm taking on the muck, my heart desperately struggles not to be tainted by it, to rise above it until my heart too sinks into the sea of grime. Only creatures that have lived on land will gasp and suffer the pain of drowning as they long to return to dry land. Creatures that have always lived in the ocean never drown. Grandpa won't come to help me. That is best thing for me and him both. I am that. See? When I stop struggling, there is no more noise. I don't have to hear that scary metal noise. Is it a roar or a yell? I needed to borrow strength to scream in order to come back to the present world. My body's all sweaty. It feels dirty, itchy, and painful. It reminds me of that day. I can feel welts coming on as the sweat crawls down my skin. No, it's just a delusion. It can't be itchy, because all of that is long over. I take a bath every day. I scrub my body until it turns raw and red, so not even the slightest drop of that horrible filth could possibly remain. I can't help it. I remember the filth. I can only get rid of it by scratching my arms so hard it leaves marks. I can't get rid of the itching. I can't get rid of the filth. Of course I can't. I'm a filthy existence. Grandpa should have never saved someone like me. Meeting me made him unhappy. I don't like how you emphasized raw and red. Well, I feel like I had to. It's like, it feels like it's important to emphasize that. Shouldn't have been born. I should have stayed inside that metal fence and spent my whole life there. I need to go back inside it. I should have never left. That place is where I belong. Corner me with that horrible metal noise. Crush me with that filth, itchiness, and pain. And then kill me. That I'll never meet Grandpa. God, I'm so raw and red. Well, I mean, she is from bruising herself. Is that your wish? Yes, much like those left behind at the top of Babel's crumbling tower, or Icarus unable to reach heaven only to fall. That is my final wish. Bring me back inside that metal fence, and give me back the fate that's suitable for my filthy existence. The wish of a liar will never come true. But I'm not a liar. You have spoken your true wish once, yet you have yet to realize that's your greatest wish. And I cannot grant that wish just yet. You're saying that's the punishment we sinful humans face for challenging God? You should already know. The strength of your desire is what creates the future. You lack that strength. You're saying I haven't tainted myself enough? Will the gates of hell remain shut for someone not fully committed like me? Okay, that's hella dramatic. Yeah, that's kind of her entire story, is that she's very dramatic. Okay, evil slime. Sounds good.
リカさん、さとこちゃん、容体はいかがですか？私です。入江です。
As Akasaka warned me, I have to be careful. Akasaka opened the door
お
silently.
疲れ様です。外は賑やかですね。
明日のお祭りの準備で大にぎわいです。これは模擬店部会さんからお見舞いにと持たされたかき氷です。せっかくなのでいただきましょう。
これはありがたい。いただきましょう。
Akasaka-san is wearing a t-shirt, but he's drenched in sweat. All the windows have been shut and he can't even open the curtains, so it's very hot inside. But even accounting for that, he's still sweating like mad.
すごい汗ですね。確かにこの暑さでは無理もありません。
いえ、トレーニングを少ししていただけです。ドタバタするわけにはいきませんので、もちろん気をつけながらですが、有事があるなしに関わらず、体は常に臨戦態勢にしておかなけ
I
れば。
feel like if he can have the curtains pulled, just close the windows. Or maybe he might be afraid that they walk up and open up the curtains. It could be.
適度な運動は気分転換にもいいですからね。このようなところでずっと緊張を強いられていては精神的にも参ってしまうでしょうに。
いえ、慣れてますから。でも先生の差し入れはとても助かります。
Akasaka-san smiled like a happy child as he ate the strawberry-flavored shaved ice.
何か動きはありますか？富武さんから連絡は？
いえ、まだ何も動きはありません。あ、高野さんが富武さんと連絡がつかないと言っていました。
身の安全のために宿を変えているはずでしたね。勘つかれたのでしょうか？
いえ、そういう不信感を持ってはいないようです。私も写真撮影に飛び回っているのではないかとフォローしています。
怪しまれるのも時間の問題ですね。風向きはどちらにせよ、近いうちに強い風が吹きそうです。入江先生、くれぐれもご用心を。
ええ、もちろんですよ。ああ、そうだ。先ほど大石さんにお会いしまして、こんな話が進んでいるので伝えてほしいと頼まれました。
Welcome back, Eagle Slime. I explained the 48-hour operation to Akasaka-san. Akasaka-san seemed impressed with the notion, especially because I told him it came from the girls.
うまい手ですね。連中に相当の揺さぶりをかけられるでしょう。そのうろたえぶりから富武さんが敵の尻尾をつかめる可能性は十分にあると思います。で、その作戦の指導は？
それは今夜大石さんと皆さんが打ち合わせして決めるようですが、やはり時間はかけられないということで、早ければ明日の早朝には決行するそうです。
そうですね。長い時間臨戦態勢でいるのはかなりの消耗を強いられます。打てる手があるなら早いうちの方がいい。
赤坂さんがひなみ沢に滞在できる休暇の限界もありますしね。いつまでなんですか？
家内には一応日曜日の深夜には帰ると言いましたが、事情が変わればやむを得ません。幸恵も刑事の妻です。分かってくれると思います。
ここでは奥さんに電話をすることもできませんね。それは辛い役を押し付けてしまったものです。
大丈夫です。新婚時代じゃあるまいし、毎晩電話しなきゃ見下り班ってわけじゃありません。
Although he says that, it's easy to tell that Akasaka-san wants to hear the sound of her voice.
赤坂さんの方では何か変化はありましたか？何か必要なものがあれば持ってきますので。
必要なものは特にありません。変化は難しいところです。何しろ祭りの準備でこれだけの出入りがありますからね。その中に不審な気配が混じり込んでいてもとても私には分かりません。むしろ逆にこの人混みの中にここを監視する敵も混じり込んでいると思って警戒するくらいがちょうどいいでしょう。
I'm guessing we're probably gonna get one more scene with like the group members as well, and then that'll be because we've gone through everyone, right, except the group members. Among them, like Among Us. Oh my gosh! Wait, crazy reference. Need to peep your DMs when you have a chance. Okay, what's into my DMs? Oh yeah, crazy Necrobinder run. I see you. I see you. I trust. Evil Slime, why'd you message me to end stream? It is nuts. No, I agree. You have, I mean, Sleight of Flash, a lot of Doom stuff. You have Enfeebling Touch. You have I mean, let me know how that run keeps going. Let me know how it goes.
現在の状況と一致しますね。まるで明日の祭りに合わせて、表も裏も、すべての準備が同時に進んでいる気がします。
明日はいろいろな意味で祭りになる。
Is it sculpting? No, I see, yeah.
とおっしゃるわけですね。
Very, what is it? Nice ethereal stuff. Like the Veil Piercer, double ethereal, and the Sculpting Strike. Like you probably will be able to play a lot of stuff for free. Because then you get to play your Sculpting Strike, and then, yeah, you could just literally play everything for free. There's a lot of stuff you could do from that. So, I think you got this. You got this, Bogan. If the 48-hour operation gets underway tomorrow morning, it'll be quite the turbulent day. I already know, trust me, I've thrown many runs like that as well, so don't worry. If you manage to do that, I've done the same. Yes, everything will change starting tomorrow. June 19th, 1983. A tempestuous day that divides a peaceful world from a tragic one. The fate of the world will change on that day. I finished my secret meeting with Akasaka-san and left while calling up to the second floor window pretending to address the girls. When some villagers saw me do that, they asked me how they were doing. They asked me about both girls. Which made me very happy. What Oreo-san said yesterday had already spread among the villagers. In other words, the curse of Oyashiro-sama may have already lifted, even before tomorrow's festival. Nothing happens tomorrow, and this village is finally free from the curse and the ghost of the damn conflict. As we prepare for the upcoming battle, I realize the extent of the responsibility we've taken on. But at the same time, that gives me strength. After greeting officials under the main tent, I ran into Takano-san as I headed back to the clinic. It's unusual for her to be here alone. If Tomitake-san was with her, I could understand, but she'd never come here by herself. For a moment, I thought maybe she suspected a connection between me and Akasaka-san, but it doesn't seem that way. I'm relieved.
珍しいですね。こんなところでどうされたのですか？
いいえ、別に。ちょっとした気まぐれの散歩ですわ。
そうですか。今日は気持ちいい風が吹きますからね。散歩も気持ちがいいと思いますよ。
二郎さんもそんな風に誘われて一人で散歩に行っているのかし
ら。Those words had a strange nuance to them. Takano normally only spends time with Tomitake-san out of politeness. At least that's how she's been acting, so when I heard her say that, I was a little surprised.
そうかもしれません。彼は東京の人ですからね。ひなみ沢の自然や空気はとても貴重なものだとわかるのでしょう。
所長、二郎さん、どこに行かれてるかご存知ありません？
いえ、存じませんが。はて。
昨べの会合にも欠席してますわね。他のスタッフが進行してくれたからいいですけど。本来なら二郎さんの役目じゃないんですかしら。職務怠慢でしてよ。
This is going in the wrong direction. I have to change the subject.
まあ、彼もたまには羽を伸ばしたいと思うこともあるんじゃないでしょうか。彼にもあるんですよ。一人になりたい時が。あなたと同じにね。
そうですわね。私ったら。
I think that went well. She didn't ask about Tomitake-san after that. When I look around, I can imagine how lavish the festival is going to be tomorrow. Watanagashi is the biggest festival of the year around here. It's grown in scale ever since the dam conflict ended, and this year the village festival is hitting a peak. I hear the run, no! I'm sure some villagers of all ages will enjoy themselves tomorrow. Takano-san and I overlooked that heartwarming scene.
明日は楽しいお祭りになるでしょうね。
ええ、楽しい祭りになりますわね。
The conversation was very ironic. We both meant something different as we spoke.
祭りの幕開けが楽しみですね。
ええ、楽しい祭りの幕開けですわ。
I noticed an indescribably bitter smile on her
明
face.
日は晴れるといいですね。せっかくここまで準備して、雨で中止なんて気の毒です。
ここまで大々的に準備した盛
I think
大
it
な
does
お
rain
祭り
tomorrow
です
though,
わ。
right?
雨天ごときで中止になるわけ
It always
ありま
rains in
せ
the
んわ。
nighttime at least.
そうですね。
Oh, this is like the battle music. I guess it's like maybe meant here to symbolize Ide and Takano being on separate
明
sides.
日はどんな天気になろうとも、必ず祭りになりますね。
ええ、盛大なお祭りになりますわよ、きっと。
And the last group of people, the ones we met at the very beginning and who've always been with us. Orochi-san had agreed to participate. In other words, he had given us the green light.
やるね。さぞや話をまとめるのは難しかったでしょう。
いや、それがね、私が呆れるくらいあっさり皆さん船に乗ってくれちゃいまして。いや、若さっていいなあ。私一人だけがうじうじとみっともないったらありゃしないです。もうあと2案弾けません。
Whoever's on the piano is going crazy.
この大石クラウド、切るならど真ん中、最後まで突っ張りますよ。
Orochi-san was always a man with great presence. He seems pretty reliable when he's that determined. This will work. The operation will be a success. The enemy's unthinkably strong, but we're going on the offensive first. It's like in sumo, right? No matter how huge the opponent may be, there's a chance the entire match can be settled in an instant with a quick shift in stance during the opening rush.
リカ、味方が多いというのはこんなにも心強いことなのです。
もうあんたに口を挟む気はないわ。ほんの数日前まで私は運命に屈しかけていたというのに、これは本当に運命をひっくり返せるかもしれない。
リカ、そんな弱い気持ちではダメなのです。
そうね、ひっくり返せるかもじゃない、ひっくり返す、勝つ。私たちは運命を打ち破
Okay.
る。
となれば次に重要なのはトラップのタイミングですわ
Why
ね。
does that child have horns? Okay. Let me see how I can condense this the most I can. She is the god of this village that has been observing the entire time, but this is the only world that she has a physical form. That is it condensed down to as simple as I can be.
タイミングも何もねえだろ。即時発動だろ。今夜にはリカちゃんが姿を消してから48時間が成立する。待てば待つほど相手を利するんだから、すぐに仕掛けるべきだと思うぜ。
そうだね。
Oh, see why that's such a dumb question? Yeah, Bogan, come on, isn't it so obvious? She's evil? I think she's the opposite of that, considering she's the god.
慎重さは今回に限り相手
Or at
を利
least
する
like,
だけというの
yeah.
が同感。守りは慎重であるべきだけど、攻めは大胆であるべきだと思う。
I would hope that she's not evil, I guess. It would be very surprising if she was. But I think it's been confirmed many times that she's not.
どうですかみんな。
私は依存ないわ。もう覚悟は決まってる。
Of course, she's the evil god demon. Every village has one. Well, I think it's the entire thing is that she's like everyone thought she's evil, or like everyone thought the god was evil, but it turns out like nobody knows that she's the god. By the way, the only person that knows she's the god is obviously herself, and then this girl right here. Because like before she had her physical form, she had an ethereal form, but right now it's she's parading as like her long lost cousin. That's the entire thing. So everyone thinks she's just basically her like distant relative cousin that's come to the village, but she's actually the god of the village that's finally has a physical form. So yeah.
いつだって OK よ。
木はすでに熟してる。どう見るさとこ。急ぐのはもちろんですけど、今すぐというのは早すぎますわ。
Nobody's wondering why she has horns? Well, the way they played it was that like is that like one time they asked her, it's like, oh, you have horns, and then she got like super defensive. Like she didn't get defensive actually. She got very sad, and she's like, oh, is it weird? And then she got super depressed about it, and then everyone just like, why'd you ask about her horns? You know, like she's obviously very sensitive about it, and like, what is it? It's like, you know, that's how they played it. So they like, that's what happened.
奇襲なら夜だろ。今を除いて最高のタイミングがあるのかよ。
まあ落ち着きな。聡子の言うのも一理あるし、奇襲の定番は夜襲。
This town is fucked.
でもね、今の私たちを見てごらん。ほら、こうして深夜でも血気盛んでしょ。
They made you the villain.
夜襲が効果的だったのは電気がなかった時代の話だよ。近代戦では深夜は奇襲になり得ない。もっと最適な時間帯がある。
奇襲により適した時間帯があるのですか？はわわ。
わかったわ。幼稚の反対。朝がけね。
ほほう、難しい言葉をご存知ですね。確かに人間、どの時間に一番電話がもらいたくないかと言ったら、深夜よりは明け方です。何しろ寝ぼけているところでは、正常な。
I mean, yeah, early in the morning before you've waken up, like 3, 4 a.m. I would think.
夜明け前の。
I think that's when a lot of operations happen, like around that time.
いいタイミングだと思う。
うん、私もそれが一番効果的だと思う。高野さんの性格から考えて、5年目のたたりを装う形で何かのアクションを起こす可能性は極めて大だと思う。なら、今夜はそれの前夜に当たる。
Mine was at 6 a.m.? What was at 6 a.m. for you?
前夜ほど流行る心を抑え十分な睡眠をとろう。
Like when you get up?
人というものなのです。
My surgery. Oh! What surgery did you do?
見えてきましたわね。
Hanyu has horns because she's cool. There you go, Bogan. That's the idea.
夜明けの奇襲か。
I misheard. Never mind.
なんだよそれ。
I think you misunderstood my terminology of operation being used. But I mean, I guess that works.
男として生まれたからには。
But what? I mean, if you don't mind, yeah. Like, I didn't know you did a surgery.
超えてきた。
前原さんもうちの連中と同じですね。
Did they put you asleep for it, or did you have to be awake for it?
おや？とい
I didn't
う
know
ことは、
you had
男で
cancer.
燃え上がっていないのは私だけってことですかね。やれやれ。
Damn, dude. Congrats, man. I had no. When did this happen?
ならいいですね。
That was a polyp. Okay.
明日の早朝に48時間作戦を発動します。これで敵がどう動く
There
か
could have
で
been
す。
cancer. Jeez.
相手を撹乱し、その出方に合わせて攻撃する。これは遊撃作戦ですよ。
よし。
If I left, it makes sense.
部長、園崎ミオンの名において48時間作戦の発動を命ず。決行は明朝4時。一気に慌ただしくなる可能性が高い。総員は何があっても即応できるよう心身のコンディションを最高で保つこと。そして忘れるな、ひなみ沢の後輩はこの一戦にあり。
Okay. Okay,
敵が
Mion.
許せば村が滅ぶかもしれないんだよ。
けなこと、我が部の目が黒いうちには許すかってんだ。
さあ、相手がどう出るか。
What if somebody stopped playing Higurashi like right after this chapter, and they're forever wondering if the if the operation worked or the surprise attack worked?
鬼が出るか、大蛇が出るか。みー、ニャーニャーが出てくるかもなのです。
Wow, timing.
そうだったら可愛いですわね。それはないです。絶対に大きな動きが起こります。例えるならこれは微震。大きな津波が押し寄せる前の予兆のよう。 そうだね。
Yeah, drop kick this child. Well, actually, she's hundreds. I mean, her mentally, I guess she's hundreds of years old. She is still a body of an 8-year-old.
レナもその美心を感じてるよ。
Or sorry, 800 years old, not hundreds. Yes, Berserk.
さあ、その津波を起こしてやろう。飲み込まれるのは村か連中か。
I'm just saying as it is. I'm just saying how it is.
その波で波乗りとしゃれ込んでやるぜ。
I'm just saying. Okay? There was no other connotation, by the way. I was just saying a fact. This 48 operation will be a shock to the enemy. They'll panic, their pace will be off, and they're guaranteed to slip up somehow. We don't know exactly how they're going to slip up, but just knowing that they will, and preparing ourselves to act gives us the full advantage. I just realized now what you guys are talking about and what I said. But when, like, after Dynea said that, yeah, it really doesn't work in my favor, huh? We're surrounding our enemies on this huge Game Boy that is Hinamizawa. This festival will start with our siege. Come on, we're ready. We're ready for June 19th, 1983. Hey, Rika. Have this many emotions ever gathered on this day? Actually, there were always this many emotions in this world. There were always countless number of them gathered on this forgotten June 19th. We just never realized it because we always looked at the world subjectively. There are so many people in this world, and each of them has very important emotions. Those countless feelings are collecting together and giving shape to this world. This fragment. With this many emotions, what kind of world will we see? What kind of fragment will be granted? Who will win? Takano or us? The time to find out is now. Let's open it. Let us open the door to June 19th of 1983. And it's all decided on this day. Very cool. Preparations complete. The door to the 19th. And next chapter will be the huge one. What about view all tips? What tips do we have? I need 2 tips. Okay. Okay. Well, I think, what is this, Bogan? That is a good place to leave off, I think. Dude. Okay. Okay, like, calm down. Okay, this is taken. We need to understand the full context here, okay, of what's going on. She has died many times, okay? She drinks wine. She drinks wine, actually. So, then with the new load of subs. Oh no! What do you mean? It could already happen. What could already happen? What are you trying to say, Dark Watts? Perfectly in context. Yes, perfectly in but there's not full context of everything. As in, you don't understand the reason why I'm saying that. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna be heading out now. Thank you for everyone who stopped by the stream. I appreciate it. Tomorrow is Friday. So we kind of see you on LSF. No, definitely not LSF. Don't end yet. There's nothing else to do. I mean, we could do like a Wordle or something if we want to do that. Or like, you know what? No, let's do the classic Scrandle. Here, I got you guys. We could end off with a Scrandle. That's what I got for you guys before we end off. Okay. Main screen. I would like to do... Are you eating after stream? Probably. Daily. Okay. What do we got here? We got... Oh, World Cup, Germany. Okay. World Cup, Colombia versus Switzerland. We got I'm taking this lamb korma. Are you kidding me? This looks so good and it's for so much cheaper. Wait, what? Bonus. Oh, okay, it's a bonus round. Okay, this is the actual one. A bottle of water. Or a can of Stella. I'm gonna take the bottle of water, please. Really? Okay, I'm just a water drinker, so I guess I would like that more. Poutine or lamb korma. I mean, I'm taking this. Yeah, it makes sense. Hot dog with a beer. Holy 20 pounds for this? Or nigiri. 4 pieces. 13 pounds. Dude, this is robbery. I'll take this, please. Check DMs. I'll check DMs after. Once I finish my scrandle here. Asada tacos for 14 pounds 95. Or fried pork belly. Both of these look really good, actually. I'll take my asada tacos, though. Chicharron does look fire, I agree. Philly cheesesteak for 20... Dude, the USA... the USA-Canada prices are so... They're just robberies. I'll take the Philly cheesesteak, I guess. It's so great. I mean, they both suck. But at least this is, like, slightly better. Like, you get the chips and the Coke, I guess, but I don't know. That burger looks sad. Bag of popcorn with 2 beers for 25 pounds, or hot dogs with 1 beer for 45 pounds. Ah! Yeah, I guess, like, you're buying this for the beer. Like, yeah, people take the hot dogs, fair. Meat pie with a Coke for 17 pounds 40. I'll take the chicken and waffles, please. Yeah, thank you very much. This is a World Cup, gotta jack the prices up? Yeah, but like, dude, this is crazy. Fries and Bang Bang sauce for 16 pounds 50. Burger with fries for 17 pounds 9. I'll take the chicken tenders, please. With fries and Bang Bang sauce. This looks way better. Yeah. Loaded pulled pork nachos for 10 pounds. I'm taking the pulled pork nachos, please. Yep. Oh my gosh. A pretzel for 10 pounds? Or, dude, give me the pretzel. What is 33 pounds 20 for that? How much even are tickets? That's a good question. I think 100 something? World Cup tickets. No, do not share my location, please. The tickets. Let's just say 1, okay? 1. Yeah, so these are the tickets right now. But these are, like, late matches, and they're also late tickets, so, like, they're gonna be jacked up like crazy. But, like, I'm just talking about initial prices for, like, yeah, right now. But, like, the cheapest tickets were probably, like, hundreds of dollars, from what I remember. Jacked up since release day, yep. I guess, yeah, for the, no, I mean, that's fair. You know, there probably are more than I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, I got a 7 out of 10. Community average 7 out of 10. Fair, fair. Okay. I'm gonna be heading out now. They always have tickets during the actual match day at a much lower price, guaranteed. Well, that makes sense, because they actually want to buy, like, sell out their tickets, so that makes sense. Okay. That'll be it from me. Thank you for everyone who stopped by the stream. I appreciate it, and I'll be back with more Higurashi next week. And I'll be back with some other game tomorrow. Yeah. I got free tickets to the finals in 2022. Well, you also worked there. So I feel like that also is something. But yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good rest.